Hey guys, welcome back. Currently reading, obviously. Oh man. Sorry, I just sat up really awkwardly on my wrist. Put a lot of weight in a really bad spot. I have really weak wrist. Alright, yes, I have a pen as a bookmark. Anyway, welcome back guys. This is my audiobook channel. I also have a fitness channel and a vlog channel, though my fitness channel has multiple videos, but my audiobook channel also has multiple videos. I think it actually has more now. I've had it for like a sixth amount of time I've had my other one, and it already has like as many videos. That's another sweatshirt. That's my Boston sweatshirt. Alright, chapter 20, Perspective Alley. This is Tone Deaf by Olivia Rivers. And I'm so glad that you guys joined me. I think my voice gets off in these videos once they upload, but hopefully they aren't, but they might be. And like the camera angle looks whack. Anyway, guys, thank you again for joining me. I'm not looking at the camera, and it probably looks really weird because I'm probably like all over the place. Alright, thank you for joining me. We're starting on page 161, and I don't know where you are if you're not don't have a physical copy, but you by no means have to have a physical copy. You can just listen to my somewhat soothing voice. Anyway, guys, subscribe if you have come this far. I don't know why you wouldn't be subscribed. Like, we got lots of videos out there, but you don't have to by any means. You don't have to subscribe. Just hurt my feelings a little. Just kidding. I don't care. I obviously want you to join my family, but like, let's just get into it, okay? This is too many emotions. Let's just feel our characters' emotions, okay? Okay. I almost did something that I would have regretted. Okay. I flipped the page of one of Jace's fitness magazines, even though I had zero clue what I just read. Something about an abdominal workout, I think, although the pictures looked more like a runaway model being tortured. Either way, her fitness, like how she looks at fitness, is just funny to me. Because I'm kind of a health nut myself. Kind of. Emphasis on the kind of. Either way, I couldn't focus on the article, just like I haven't been able to focus on a single thing in the past hour since I woke up. It only took me a quick search around the RV to realize Jace wasn't here, and even though I know he'd probably be back soon, I wouldn't blame him if he decided to stay away longer. What was I thinking? Falling asleep in his arms. He's here to help me get to New York, not act as my teddy bear. I dropped the magazine beside me on the couch and rubbed my tired eyes. Maybe I should have left when I got the chance yesterday. Although the Amber Alert has completely ruined my plans to take a flight to New York. Traveling by plane would have been risky to begin with, but now that I've been broadcasted nationally as a missing person, it'd be downright idiotic to walk into an airport, which leaves me still dependent on Jace for my escape. Wow, I'm stumbling here, guys. Oof, I'm so sorry. Which leaves me still dependent on Jace for my escape, which really doesn't make me feel any better about him avoiding me this morning. Probably means he's forgetting what happened between us last night, whatever that was. His comfort felt more than simply pity, a lot more. Than simple pity, a lot more. But with Jace missing this morning, I'm starting to think I've completely misinterpreted it. Something taps my shoulder, and I yelp, looking at the pine killer hovering over me. I glance through the door, but it's already closed, and it looks like Killer is the only one who came in. Rise and shine, sleepy, he says, or at least that's what I think he says. He's using that. He's using what I guess is a sing-song voice, and his lips are moving all weird, making them hard to read. He quits his singing and adds, "The other guys are going to be in here just. The other guys are going to be in here in just a second. I don't think you want to meet John while you're in that." He gestures to my crumpled t-shirt and wrinkles his nose. Thanks. I stand up and my arms crossed over my chest, and I mutter, "I'm going to change." As annoying as Killer's warning is, I should probably be grateful for it. Facing Jace is going to be awkward enough without me looking like Killer chuckles and nods. Good idea. I jog to the bathroom and rush inside. My duffel bag is still in the corner, but it looks scrunched, like someone's been sitting on it. I pick it up and find dog hair covering the top of the bag and some of the clothes inside. Great. Not only has Jace's pet Grim Reaper decided to use my belongings as spit, but now I'm going to smell like dog all day. I shake away the thought of them and fish out a pair of jean shorts and a t-shirt. I'm about to put them on when I realize they smell like sweat, probably from last night's nightmare. Ick. Double ick, since I was cuddling with Jason and I stunk like this. I cringe, trying not to dwell on the fact and start the shower in the corner of the bathroom. RV bathrooms are tiny, guys. I'm living in one and it's tiny. So, but she's a tiny person. She's barely 5 feet tall. Once I'm out of the shower, I throw my hair up in a loose bun. I didn't have enough room to bring my own shower products, so I'm going to smell like dude shampoo and dog hair. I bite back a groan and shrug on my clothes, silently hoping that Jace owns a lint roller. I would too. Honestly, I have animals and stuff, but I don't like when I smell like. I mean, I don't like when I have a bunch of fur on my clothes, so. I don't have any with me. We rehomed them, but we might. Just wanted to crack my knuckles, so hopefully you don't bother about that. But we had to rehome our animals, and I should just get into the story. It's you don't want me stopping, fixing the hair. Okay. Silently hoping that Jason owns a lint roller. As I step out of the bathroom, I can't help shooting the window and glare. The desert stretches as far as I can see, and even though we're just a few miles outside of Albuquerque, I feel hopelessly far from civilization. I'm not sure where we're going to travel the final stretch. I'm not sure when we're going to travel the final stretch to the city, but I sure hope it's soon. Being cooped up in an RV is bad enough without being surrounded by such a miserable, empty landscape. Such a miserably empty landscape. I don't know how people read audiobooks while read books listening to music. Like, I just can't. I pad toward the front of the RV, all too aware that I probably don't look much better than when Killer first found me. I usually don't recover from my nightmares very fast. It's strange. When my dad hits me, I can walk away and pretend like nothing ever happened. But when I have nightmares, it's different. It's like the pain has infiltrated my subconscious, and at that level, there's no ignoring it. As I enter the living area, 4 heads turn toward me. Killer and Arrow sit on the far couch, snuggled close to each other. Killer beams at me while Arrow gives me an appraising look, and I can feel him judging me. I quickly turn to Jace, who sits on the opposite couch. He regards me with a completely neutral expression. Heat creeps into my cheeks, and I grip my teeth to keep my expression from tumbling into one of pain. How could I have thought that last night meant anything? I'm someone for him to pity and nothing more. That'd be such a horrible feeling. I try to ignore my embarrassment as I shift my attention to the 4th guy, who I assume is John. He is lounging on the couch, both arms thrown over the back of it. John is shorter than the others, but muscular, and his right arm is covered in tattoos. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous, with bold colors and real artwork. Hi, I say, deciding to break the silence when no one else does. I'm Allie. Nice to meet... No. Nice to meet... Oh my gosh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Guys. Well, howdy, I'm from... Nice to meet you, John says, offering me a hesitant smile. His teeth are a teensy bit crooked, and it's his only real physical flaw, and I make myself return the smile, forcing away the feeling that I'm woefully inept. I shuffle my feet, waiting for someone else to say something. They don't. They're all staring at me, and I have the distinct feeling that I just interrupted a conversation about myself. Killer breaks the stillness by waving at me and patting the couch next to him. Come sit down, he says. As I sit next to him, my muscles automatically tense from the closeness, and I silently remind myself that Killer is a nice guy I should have no issues with. But he doesn't make things any easier when he slides his arm away from Arrow and tosses one over my shoulders, giving me a little hug. He says something to me, but I'm too focused on pulling away to properly read his lips. Jace waves to get my attention, then sighs. Killer just asked how you slept last night. Is he for real? I watch Jace's expression for any hint of humor, but his face remains deadpan. I bite my lip to keep from cussing at him. What's his problem anyway? He's all hot and cold, and I can't figure out what pattern his mood is following. I slept fine, I say, hoping my tone is nonchalant. That's how you pronounce it. I've never had to pronounce that out loud. Is as nonchalant as I mean for it to be. I gesture to the window, which shows tiny slats of desert through the closed shades. Are we leaving soon? No, Jace says with a shake of his head. Then he switches to the sign language and quickly explains. We've got 3 vehicles out of commission. Some idiot tried to replace the oil and put it in the antifreeze, so all the RVs and trailers are stopped while that gets fixed. I'm sorry, that's kind of stupid though. But since we're so close to Albuquerque, we're going to take a car and head into the city. I've got an event I'm scheduled to attend, and the others, he pauses to gesture to his bandmates, are going to take the day off. Dang, he has to go work while the other ones are going to... Dang. I nod stiffly, knowing that my frustration will show through if I actually give if I give an actual response. It makes sense that Jace isn't offering me to join them. It's not really safe for me to leave the RV. But that doesn't stop me from feeling jealous at the thought of them hanging out in the city while I stay cooped up in here. Killer nudges my ribs, make me flinch. As long as I'm trying to figure out Jace's issue, I'd like to know Killer's too. What is so dang hard to understand about the no-touching concept? You need something to eat before we go, Killer declares. You're skinny as a stick. He jumps up and grabs my hand, tugging me toward the small kitchen. Come along, sweetie, he says. I think there's still some pancakes in the fridge, but there's some weird bran thing, so you might be poisoned. But all of Jace's cereal is bound to turn you into a raging health hippie. So, I quickly lose track of his words, and I don't even try to focus on his lips after that. He's talking too fast and not looking straight at me, which makes it practically impossible to know what he's saying. But he doesn't seem to mind the fact that I'm not responding to a word he says, and he continues chattering as he runs around the kitchen retrieving a plate of pancakes for me. I try to help him, not wanting to have him serve me again, but he shoos me back to the counter and points at the stools. I take the hint and sit down, letting him continue his little pancake fetching frenzy. My stomach grumbles as he opens the microwave and pops in a huge plate of pancakes. They're dark brown and grainy looking, and I can practically hear my taste buds sobbing over the lack of carbs and sugar. I think it's so funny that she chose like grainy whole pancakes because those are like my absolute favorite. I just think it's funny, and she's like, my taste buds are sobbing, and I'm just like, actually I'm pretty full right now. I just ate dinner. That's not really relevant. Okay, it is relevant, but whatever. Okay. But at least I got my mac and cheese last night, so I guess I can't complain too much about eating a healthy breakfast. Something brushes against my arm, and I turn to find Jace sitting beside me on the other stool. He's sitting so close our forearms touch. His tan skin is strange contrast to my pale freckles. His touch is a warm comfort in an uncertainty, and as uncertain as I am of him, it feels good. That's just so cute. I'm sorry. And he meant to obviously brush against her because you can keep your distance, especially in how big his RV sounds. Pretty sure he could have kept his distance, but he didn't, so. I'm not hungry anymore. My stomach knots as I stare down at our touching arms, wondering what the heck is going on. Does Jace like me? Well, yeah, if he's helping me to this extent, he has to like me at least a little. But does he like me? Ugh! I'm sounding like a third grader. Jace rests his hand on my knee. I freeze. Part of me wants to snap at him to back off and make up his mind about how he's going to treat me. but the other part is too satisfied with his touch to bother pulling away. That's so. They've only known each other for like a week and they're like already, and I'm just like, it's like so cute, but so like, oh, so quick. They're very fast relationship.